What's up guys and welcome back! Today we have a premium RGB fans called LL120 and LL140 from Corsair. One thing for sure, the price of Corsair fans live up to a premium segment. But what about value? How good they are? Is it worth considering Corsair for your gaming PC build? Well, stick around, since we'll be unboxing, testing sound and airflow, as well as I will show you guys on how to connect these fans to your motherboard. Before we get into it, I want to share on how you can get Windows 10 Pro license key for just 11 bucks. As I'm building quite a few gaming PCs, I'm always in a need for Windows 10 licenses, or sometimes people ask for a Microsoft Office as well. I was using a few places to get those license keys, but I was contacted by GameFund365.com, which offered to sponsor my video and provided an awesome deal for myself and for you guys, meaning a 20% off Windows 10 and Office with a discount code EG20. And so it's by far the best deal I've got, since Windows 10 license costs only 11 bucks. I will leave a link together with a discount code in the description below, so you could grab this deal to yourself. Alright, first of all, let's check what is included when you get Corsair LL120 or 140 RGB fans. Let's do LL120 first. Here we go, we have a nice looking 120mm fan here. It has rubber pads, and so they absorb fans' vibration. Most fans have rubber around screw holes, and here, as you can see, it's a bit on a different spot, more towards the center of a fan. The fan itself looks a bit beefy, lots of plastic, and it feels very durable. LL120 has two connectors. One is 4-pin PVN fan header, and another one 4-pin header for your RGB control. But it's not a standard RGB header, and so you can't connect straight to your motherboard or to some random RGB controller. It's specific to Corsair, and so in order this to work, you will need to use Corsair RGB LED hub. Unfortunately, it's not included in case you buy one LL120 fan, but it's included in a free pack when buying. The package also contains 4 screws for your fan mounting. Let's have a look at Corsair LL140 fans. I've got 2-pack, meaning it's 2 fans included in a box. But you can buy just 1 fan if needed. Anyway, here we go. It's a 140mm fan that looks identical to 120mm version, just a little bigger. Same connectors here. 4-pin PVM fan header and a 4-pin RGB header. But we have more accessories included in this package. So, first of all, we have a cable that connects the Corsair lighting node to your motherboard via USB 2.0 header. This is where Corsair is a little bit different than most of the other RGB fans. They do not need an RGB header on your motherboard, and so it's very handy in case you do not have it. Then we have some screws. RGB LED hub. This is where all of your RGB fan headers will be connected. You can connect up to 6 Corsair RGB fans, and it uses a SATA connector to power this hub. 3-pin cable is included for connecting RGB LED hub to a lighting node. It seems to be confusing, but I will show you on how to connect everything later on, and it's really not that complicated. A lighting node that is also powered by a SATA cable. You will also find some double-sided tape in order to secure it to your PC case. And a manual on how to connect everything in the right way, especially if it's the first time you decide to use Corsair RGB fans. If you like my content so far, click that like button and let's check on how to connect all these fans, hubs and your motherboard together so you could control RGB lights with Corsair Software. I will use one LL120 and one LL140 fan for this demo. First of all, we need to connect fans to RGB LED hub. Connect them in sequential order, meaning first, second, and so on. Then you will need to use an included 3-pin cable that connects your hub and the lighting node. Connect one side of a cable to RGB LED hub. Connect the other side of a cable into an available header of a lighting node. It doesn't actually matter to which one, since you will be able to choose it in Corsair Software later on. Use an included mini USB cable and connect it to a lighting node. The other side of the same cable needs to be connected to your motherboard USB 2.0 internal header. In order to power RGB LED hub and the lighting node, connect both of them to a power supply SATA connectors. And finally, connect your 4-pin PWM fan headers to a motherboard. You are done! Just install Corsair iCUE software from their website and you will be able to customize and set a desired RGB effect on your fans. I've also recorded a sound using my mic and used a simple paper sticker method, just to show on how the sticker is affected at different fan speeds. So it's a visual representation on airflow, since I do not have any professional equipment to test it. Both 120mm and 140mm fans placed side by side and were tested at the same RPM. Even though LL120 can get a higher max RPM, 140mm fans will be getting more airflow even with lower RPM, since they are bigger. The first test was done at the minimum speed both fans can operate, and that's 600 RPM. Then I've tested at 1000 RPM. (1300 RPM) and finally at max RPM each fan can handle, which is 1500 RPM on 120mm fan and 1300 RPM on 140mm fan. Both of these fans looks and feels like a really quality made. Plastic is thick and they seem to be very durable. Also, Corsair has its own way to control RGB via USB 2.0 header, which is actually a nice feature for someone that has no RGB headers on their motherboards. Software is well made and has tons of possibilities on how you can configure your RGB. But on the other hand, at least for me, RGB colors look softer, at least when compared to some other fans I've tested. Also, I would say they are quite expensive. So unless you are building an ultimate 1500 or a few thousand $US gaming rig, I would strongly suggest checking PC Cooler Halo or Deepcool RF120 fans. All in all, they are good quality fans that have a really nice RGB customization possibilities. Should you get them? Well, you had a chance to see Corsair fans in action, and I hope it helps you with your decision. In case you have any questions or doubts, just leave a comment below and I will get back to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, do not forget to subscribe and click that bell button, since you will help to bring even more videos to this channel. And see you soon!